Kelsey.
I'm Angela, and Angela is teaching me how to do handstands. It's one of the biggest goals that I've had, and so she crushes them. So I have been going through all these different tips and drills and everything, so I want to show you guys. So, Angela, what are we doing?
So we're gonna start with the plate. So you're gonna put the plate over your head. This is a great drill if like you're not feeling like you're ready to like go onto the floor yet. You're going to put your eyes gaze through the hole there, but keep your head nice and neutral, and you're gonna lift your shoulders up and then bring it back down. Lift up and come back down. So while you're doing this is like, think about that you're on the floor. This is basically you doing a standing handstand right now. Keeping your core straight, really pushing through the plate. Yeah. Push. Yeah. More. And good. So that's again such a great drill if like you're not feeling ready to go upside down, or maybe like the plank is kind of irritating your wrist. You can still work on your handstand.
Love that.
Amazing. Yeah.
Amazing. So the other one that I liked was the wall one and then around the world.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll go over to the wall. So there's a couple different ways you can do it against the wall. The biggest issue I see with people doing their handstands against the wall is that they're sloppy. Like they'll just throw their whole body against the wall, they're arched and pushing. You want to have that same feeling while you're pushing through the plate when you're over here on the wall. So we'll do the first one. We'll have your hands here. Just gonna do the walk up of the wall. So hands here. You're just gonna walk your plate all the way up the wall. And you're gonna push through your shoulders just like you were in the plate. Head in. Good. Keeping that back nice and straight. And make sure you're breathing while you're up there. It's the biggest issue for a lot of people. You need to actually breathe. And then you can walk your feet back down. Yeah, walk your feet. Awesome. Yeah. So again, make sure you're actually breathing while you're up there. Another way to do it is facing the wall. So actually, let me show you. Let's do the kick up. So the kick up real quick. So a lot of people don't really know how to kick up into the handstand. So I was able to show Kelsey a little bit of that. So you're gonna start in a lunge position. So she decided that her right leg was her dominant leg, and we decided that because we'll put your legs together real quick. If I pushed her, that's what leg went in front. So we took that one.
So you're just throwing me around.
I'm just throwing her. I'm pushing her. So starting with your legs together, stepping your foot out in front. You're gonna lunge. Your arms are gonna be by your ears, very gymnastic style. Nice lunge here, and straighten your legs. The first one I taught her was the T. So your hands are here. You're gonna lift this leg up to the T, like a T position with your body. Hold, and then come back down. So making sure that you can do that position, that's gonna be how you come in and out of that handstand correctly and not dangerously. So let's do a few more of those. So lift up, and then come back down. Good, one more. Lift up. Back down. Good. Awesome. The next step here is to lift up, put your hands down, and go back to that T, and then come down. So you're in control. You're not. These are still a three-step process here. So hand here, go T. Your hands go to the floor. So go back to her T, keeping that leg up, and then she'll go back down. That's kind of simulating the end of the handstand. Now we'll put it all together. So she'll lunge, put her hands down, do a little click of her heels together. I call them a donkey kick. And then she'll make sure she comes down controlled the same way.
Which I love. Each move that you taught me is so purposeful, and there's a reason behind why we're doing it to help improve the handstand. And also controlling that way down is super helpful for when you're actually in a handstand and you know how to follow, you know how to get out of it. So I think that's really important.
Mentally, it's really important because if you're just throwing yourself up and you don't know how to come back down, it's really scary. It's kind of like in gymnastics, we always learn how to fall correctly, right? You got to make sure you know how to do that, and that will actually mentally make you feel more. Oh, okay, I know why I'm doing this. I know why I'm using it.
So you have more confidence not only getting into it, but you know that like once you get tired, you're gonna know how to get down to it.
Exactly. So nice control here. So let's try the whole thing. So hands here, one, T, hands down, a little donkey kick, and then T. So shoot it all over. Even a little slower there on the way down when you're doing that. So making sure you really hit that T position and then come back up. So let's do it again for sure. So one, T, hands down, put together, T, one. Yeah, so it's so much more control. So now we can go back to the wall. And you'll put that all together against the wall, making sure that you come down like that also. So lunge. Yeah. And then you can come away from the wall a little bit. Push those shoulders, head in. Squeeze this butt. You want to make sure you're squeezing. I shouldn't be able to do that. Squeeze her butt more. Yeah. And then she'll kick down that leg. So right leg. Yep. Hands up. T. Lunge. Yep. It's going to take some time to get that control.
Practicing.
Again, really purposeful. Another thing she was nervous about is like, shifting, and maybe if you're moving around a little bit. And what a great job we did is around the world. So she's gonna come over to this box. You want to try and keep your feet like centered in the middle. So you
Okay.
So here, back nice and flat. Just gonna walk around the box.
Yeah.
So this is great for if you're trying to learn how to walk in a handstand. It's gonna help you push through those shoulders and get that control. Yeah, and it's just cool, obviously. Look how cool this is. Okay. Woo! Made it around the world. Around the world. So there are some really great drills that you can try. The biggest thing here, if you want your handstand, you gotta have control. You gotta have this strength. These are just a few drills that you can do. Make sure that you can do a pretty decent plank before you're just gonna throw yourself up there. You wanna make sure that you're ready. Make sure you roll your wrist out.
All of those things.
All those things, yeah.
Like I was saying before, it's like every move is so purposeful, and I clearly am a novice and I have a long way to go to work on these things, but it's so helpful to have all of these different pieces and know how they work together, because now I know how to practice them to be able to know what I'm looking for to make those small corrections, because sometimes, like before I had all these tips, I would just kind of throw myself up there and try to like hope for the best, and I knew, glutes tight, whatever, but it's like you need to shoulders up, glutes tight, abs on, like all these different things that you need to have. It's
If
so
you know
important.
why you're doing what you're doing, it makes a lot more sense, and then you're actually able to get it a lot faster. So I always say this to everybody, anything you do, like slow it down for a second and do those little drills, and you'll be able to get the handstand way faster.
Yeah, super fun. Thank you, Angela. I had so much fun, and I have a lot to work on.